Hi friends, welcome to Tutorial Race, and this is the third video of Angular 12 login and registration. I have already recorded two other videos and the first video is already live. And I can see in the first video there is already views and comments also. So I'm encouraged, and this is the third video in which you will learn how to log in. In the last video you learned how to create user through Angular 12 in front end, and in back end we are using PHP MySql. So in this video you will learn how to do this login form. Okay, so we are already there. So first of all, in login.component.html we will create form first. Okay, so here I'm just pasting the code, so don't worry at all. This is nothing but bunch of code of Bootstrap. So if you know Bootstrap, then it won't be difficult to understand this. So I'm not going to explain this at all. The main thing is here the form, right? The form group, and then we have created this alias, right, instance of that form group, and post data. This one is function, this one, which will be in our login.component.ts, and we are passing. So how this works actually, it takes from form control, from this form control, and whatever value we put, then both these are combined and it actually passes through this as a parameter inside this function. Okay, when we click this, then it takes all the values from user input and ultimately it combines, and then it passes as parameter into our TS file. It will go here, login.component.ts, which we will work after this. Okay, so there are two fields, one each form control email and a form control password. As you know, in register.component.ts you might have seen that we have to create here a reactive form control here. So first thing we need to do, ang form, this one we need to create, this one, right, this, and instance of our form. So we need to call this one also, and before that you need to call these classes like form group, form builder, validators, and ng form. Okay, though I'm not going to use this one, so ng form will not be required anyway. So this form group. Okay, so what we are doing, we are creating an instance of this form group as ang form, okay, which we will use here later, here inside this. Okay, now inside the constructor we will pass some parameters, and these parameters are form builder. We are creating here instance private data service of API service, so we need to call here API service as well. So import API service, or what is the name here, import this API service from API service. Okay, this is our service file which we have created last time. Okay, so now it's fine, the error is gone, and apart from that we need to call this router also, this router, and apart from that we need to call these two things. The first, this one, router, we are calling here, and now we will create here. So here we are going to put this. So as you know, this is nothing but form control, right, which we have mentioned here, this email and password. The name should be exactly same, right, here in TS file. So the password here is if I'm passing here capital. So it's better if I should also write here small case, not in. So form control this, right? Same thing should be here, same name. So here we are passing validators for email. Email should be minimum character 1 length, and it will be email validators, and here the password will be required. So now we need to create this function, this, where the user will submit the data and it will be submitted here. And apart from that, we need to open here API service as well, where we will write code for passing to our API. So where is that? API service, right? This one. Last time we had created for registration, but this time we need to create one more function for login. So let's create a function for login, but before that, let's finish this. Now let's create here one function called post data. This one, post data. This. Then we will pass some parameter here. Say any, like what is its name, ng form, or just pass it, whatever you like, any. So this is the whole code. So let's keep it ng form, rather this one. Okay, so as you can see, so what's happening here, let me explain you, because you might be thinking that I'm just pasting the code. So no, the main thing is here extra here. No, okay, we need to remove this extra one. That is why I was getting error here. So now, as you can see, okay, I was going to explain you that how this works. You have already understood this. This one is form control. Now here we are passing this. If you remember, I told you that whatever data we are taking from this is passing through this one, okay, inside this function. So now this is the time to fetch the data from there. So the data is passing from there, and now we are calling this data service user login. Okay, user login. So what is this data service? Here you can see this is data service, right, which is an instance of API service. So that means what, we will have to create this function going into this API service here. Okay, now just we will create this function where we will pass this value, that means Angular value, email and password. Two things we are going to pass, and ultimately it will go into the pipe and subscribe, and data will return from API, and at the end what will happen, it will redirect to dashboard. Okay, you can see it will redirect to dashboard. Okay, so now let's go to data service here and create this function, login function. So here the code is for login, user login, this user login, email and password. What is this? This is same thing which we are passing here as parameter. Okay, email and password. Checking from here, we are passing two things, and same we will receive here, email and password. Okay, then through this HTTP client, this HTTP client, we are posting the data to our not this one, actually this one. We are passing our data to login.php, that means into our API as key here, email and password. Okay, taking from here, email and password. Okay, then this users, so we need to, this users will be returned as object here, model, and then this will set the tokens, which it will take the username, fname. So fname it will take, and then it will set inside set token. So we will create this function here, set token. So this is the code for set token, and the error is now gone. So it will take whatever result will return and then into set token. Later we will use auth guard for this. So for the time being, let's just comment this, okay? Then we will be using this for using auth guard. But for the time being, for understanding purpose, I'm not using this. In next video, I will show you that how to implement auth guard, okay? In this same tutorial series. Alright, so now whatever user's name will be coming, we will just take as local storage set item. As you know, through local storage you can store the user value, and wherever in whatever page you want to access, you can access. If you comes from PHP background, then you know it is more of like cookie or session. So we will be passing here, taking username and then as token and the value. So this user will log in, okay? Now let's get back to here, and also for the time being, just comment this one because this will be part of auth guard. So here directly we can just write this, that it will go to dashboard after logging in. Or if there is any error, then it will show incorrect user or password. So I think that's it for checking the login. So now let's run this application. Okay, so I was already working on Python. So let's cd Angular 12 cd. So what is our application name? Angular DL. Let me check this one. So cd this, then ng serve. So we are getting error, string is not assignable to parameter. So where it is, login component.ts, line number 31. Let's check it in line number 31. Okay, here we are getting error. Okay, this one also, let's comment it for the timing. We will just check if console.log if the data is coming or not, and then we will redirect it later. So we will just check what is coming in this data. That means after returning from API. So we will check here if it's a success or what. Okay, so finally the error is gone and it had successfully started. Now let's into the browser and check. So as you can see, if we press here login, then it should open. So it's not opening. The reason is that we need to also change in router.component.ts. So where is, yeah, here, because as you can see, only we have added home and registration, no login. So let's copy this code, this line, and just comma and then paste here. So login, this is alias, remember, in this component registration. So rather than registration, here will be login component, this one. And as you can see, this is very smart. Automatically this includes in the top. So if you open now, it should perfectly work. Login. So as you can see, the login form is now showing here. Of course, not very good design, but yes, it's working. So now what we will do for checking, come here network, okay, and then email. So first of all, let's see what was there. So we will write here localhost and then php my admin. So I believe that, okay, so my XAMPP is not started. Let's go C drive, and then my XAMPP is XAMPP2. So same control, then start and start. Now go again here, refresh. Let's check. So our this database login register is, so the email is Rajesh12345. Okay, let's try by logging with this one, and 12345. So here in network we will check login. Okay, it is saying username or password is incorrect. Okay, now click here, and it is saying success message, but it is saying that incorrect user or password. So why it is saying, let's check here. So what can be the reason? Okay, one more thing, inside this data what is coming, but before that let's go to API service dot not routing. Let's close this, it's not required. API service. So before that, let's console.log and check what's coming. Console.log log and check what is coming from user, this one. Then we will set this in token later. Okay, now go to here and then go to console and rajesh@gmail.com and 12345. Okay, as you can see it is showing success. So what do we think we need to change into our PHP API so that we can get username also like first name? Okay, so let's go to here and then htdocs angular CRUD, then login. Okay, so we will fetch username from here, or we can simply switch comma and then this email we will pass here. Okay, email here, this one. So apart from this success message we will also pass email. Now go here and then click. So it is, yeah, you can see now email is also passing, right? So in this case what we will do, we will set this in token users then email. Okay, and here it should come into local storage. So now let's check it if it's coming or not. Go here, one second, we need to write Rajesh gmail.com, then 12345 login. Once again it's saying incorrect, but we will check if it's coming in application or not. So local storage, where is it? Session local storage, yeah. So the value is not setting here, you can see key value, there is something wrong. So once again let's check here what is coming. It's email, right? Users.email. Let's console.log this one. rajesh@gmail.com 12345. It's not showing anything. console.users.email. So I think simply we will write here email, not this one. Now let's check what it is. So 12345. Yeah, now it is coming, and it should also come in application. Yeah, you can see this, the key is token and value is token. So that means we have set this token successfully. Now let's get back to here, this file, okay, and check what is coming in data, this one returning from there. So console.log we have written here, and now let's go to console.log once again and try by writing here. So this console.log API service, we will simply remove this, and now go to here, rajesh@gmail.com 12345. It is showing undefined, so there is something wrong. Okay, we have to return here users. That is why it's not working. Okay, now let's check it once again, rajesh@gmail.com, then 12345. Yeah, now it's successfully coming here also. That means we are getting the data here also. All right, so in this case we will check if, for simple purpose, if data dot email not equal to blank, then redirect to wherever you want. Okay, this router. We have to pass here square bracket like this. Okay, so what will happen here? It will check if data.email is not blank. That means data is have this email, or we can say message equal to success, whatever is easy. This is very simple. Okay, without auth guard we are doing this. In a later video I will show you using auth guard also. For understanding purpose we are not using auth guard in this video, so that because auth guard is a bit complicated, so you will get confused. That is why in this video I'm not using auth guard. I'm doing this simple thing. So now once again go back here, and then this SAZ3 sorry, rajesh@gmail.com, and then 12345. Okay, so what's that? Cannot match resource. Okay, dashboard. It is saying that it doesn't match any resources. That means what? In router module here, once again we have to write here dashboard, and then dashboard component, this one. So let's go here once again, rajesh@ gmail.com 12345 login, and then it is working, you can see. So now it has redirected us to dashboard. Okay, so you might be wondering why we have set this token and Rajesh. This is for validation purpose. Suppose in dashboard I'm not logged in, but still I can go into this page. So it should have been like that. If the user is not logged in, then it should be redirected to login page, right? So now let's implement that simple thing and open this dashboard page that we had created earlier here. Then, no, this is not dashboard component.ts, actually it should be this one. So we need to call here this file, and inside this we will have to pass its parameter. So private router, then this router, right? So that we can redirect our user to different page. So here we will check first. Let's go to this API service.php, sorry, not PHP, API service.ts file, and you can see we have set this token, right? So similarly we will here local storage set item. So for getting the value we need to write here local storage get item, and then you need to pass this key, and here you can check, just let's take any variable like auth equals to, sorry, we have to declare here auth first, auth any this dot auth. Okay, we will check here if auth if this dot auth, that means if it has value then not this dot auth. Sorry, is for this one is for, so there will be one more curly braces here, then router dot redirect, this same code we will use there for to login page. That means if user is not logged in that case first user has to log in, only then dashboard can be accessed. So this time it is fine, but now let's do one thing. Let's delete this token and then let's refresh this page. You can see you are redirecting to login page. So once again manually you try to open this page dashboard, okay, you will be redirected to login page. But if you log in here once again 1 2 3 4 5 login, then you can go to dashboard, and when you close this page, this one, then you can check here, you can easily come to this page anyway. But we will not always be using this technique for redirecting, but we will be using auth guard, which is very important in Angular routing. So don't miss the next video, because we are going to cover in detail that how auth guard works, and in a real life project you cannot work without auth guard. So that is why it is very important for you to learn auth guard and how that works. Thanks for watching and stay connected. Still, if you have not subscribed my channel, then don't forget to subscribe and also click on bell button so that when I provide a new video, I put new video in YouTube, upload new video in YouTube, it directly reaches to you. So thanks for watching. Bye bye.